In a small village, there lived a wise monk named Haru. Haru was known for his serene demeanor, his deep wisdom, and his ability to bring calm to those around him. Villagers would often come to him for advice when life became turbulent, seeking his guidance to navigate their personal storms. One evening, a young fisherman named Yuto approached Haru, his face etched with worry. Yuto was known for his skill in catching fish, but lately the river had become wild and unpredictable. The once calm waters surged with unexpected currents, making it impossible for him to fish. His livelihood was at risk, and he didn't know what to do. "Haru, the river has changed," said Yuto. "It's become violent and dangerous. I can't earn a living anymore. What should I do?" Haru listened carefully, then nodded. "Meet me at the riverbank tomorrow morning," he said. "Bring your fishing net." The next morning, Yuto met Haru by the river. The waters were indeed turbulent, waves crashing against the rocks, and the currents swirling with a restless energy. Haru motioned for Yuto to sit on a large rock, while he himself stood near the edge of the river. Haru took a small pebble from his robe and threw it into the river. It disappeared instantly, swallowed by the rushing currents. "What did you notice?" he asked. "The pebble sank without a trace," replied Yuto. "The river is too powerful." Haru nodded. He then picked up a large branch and threw it into the river. The branch was tossed and turned, eventually carried downstream by the relentless current. "And now?" he asked. "The branch was swept away," said Yuto. "It couldn't withstand the force." Finally, Haru stood quietly for a moment, then asked Yuto to focus on the river. "Close your eyes and listen," he said. Yuto closed his eyes and listened. Amidst the crashing waves and rushing currents, he heard something faint but distinct, a gentle trickling sound. He opened his eyes in surprise. "What is that?" he asked. Haru smiled. "That is the sound of the river flowing beneath the chaos. Even when the surface is turbulent, there's always a deeper current that remains steady and calm." Yuto looked at the river with new eyes. He realized that while the surface was wild, the deeper waters were calm and constant. He understood that his approach to fishing had been too focused on the chaos above, rather than finding the stillness below. "To navigate the storm," Haru said, "you must find the calm within yourself. Adapt to the changes, but don't be swept away by them. Focus on what is constant, and you will find your way." Yuto nodded, a new sense of determination in his heart. He thanked Haru and began to rethink his approach to fishing, finding new methods that worked with the river's flow rather than against it. By embracing the stillness within the storm, Yuto not only regained his livelihood, but also discovered a deeper sense of peace. And so, the village learned from Haru's wisdom that even in the midst of chaos, there is always a source of calm. The challenge is to find it and align with it, rather than fight against the inevitable changes that life brings. From this story, we can learn several important life lessons. It teaches us that, even when life feels chaotic, there is often a deeper sense of stability to be found if we take the time to look for it. This story reminds us that change is inevitable, but by adapting and focusing on the constants in our lives, we can navigate uncertainty with greater resilience. The calm beneath the storm's surface serves as a metaphor for finding inner peace amidst turmoil. Additionally, the story underscores the value of seeking advice from experienced mentors and keeping sight of what truly matters, even when distractions and difficulties abound. Ultimately, the lesson from the story is that by embracing change and seeking out the quiet places within ourselves, we can weather any storm.